Hi, welcome to step 2 of Empowers, M, make more time. Isn't that the thing that we all want more of? I know, right? I often think, wouldn't it be great if we had 28 hours in the day instead of 24? That way we could fit in a little sleep, right? Okay, there's a better way though. We don't actually have to extend the number of hours in the day. We can make more time by taking a couple simple actions. The first one, I know you've heard this. The first one is, how about saying no to something? You're looking at me right now, you're rolling your eyes, you're thinking, but I can't. I have so many things to do, I'm so busy, there's so many different responsibilities I'm juggling. I understand that. I know what it's like to be a mom. Actually, for a long time, I was a single mom and work full time and, try to keep the house sort of clean. Right, it's difficult, absolutely. But if we begin to practice saying no to other things and not feel that we've got to take on everything that everyone else asks, that makes a really big difference in our lives. It truly does. And along with saying no, think of it this way. How about saying no to something else so you can say yes to you? Because make more time means having your time be more manageable and making the time to include yourself in the picture. There's a good chance that you've been last on your list, if you've been on your list at all, particularly when we have children or parents that we care for, other close friends. Life happens. We're busy. I get that. And so we've really got to practice saying no to other things and saying yes to ourselves. Now, one of the other important ways that we can make more time is to have a system of prioritization. Oftentimes when we have a due date for something, we're thinking that's the thing I need to get done. And it might often be, perhaps you've got a little bit of perfectionism in you, it might be that we tend to procrastinate and take more time to do the thing that needs to get done because we've got some concerns about it, or there's that whole imposter syndrome that comes up all the time. If any of those things are issues for you, one of the ways you can do this is take just a couple minutes for planning and look at your system of what you have to prioritize. And then through that, think about what are the tasks that need to be done right away? What are the tasks that can wait? What tasks are going to take longer, maybe because you don't enjoy them as much, and what tasks can be accomplished pretty quickly. And then plan to weave those together. Because if you're able to do a short task and finish it and check it off the list, that feels fantastic. That's one of the things that really increases our motivation. And one of the reasons it increases our motivation is when we get something done, our brain shoots out a little bit of dopamine. Dopamine's that neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. And so we do feel good when we get something done. I know you know what that's like. That's the whole joy of having lists, right? Is crossing something off. But you don't want to have a list that goes on and on forever, which is why you want to be using your no to some of the things and then interweaving shorter tasks along with the bigger tasks that you need to do, and then celebrating every time you finish one. The other piece of making more time, two pieces. One, stop multitasking. As women, we think that we're great at this. I used to think I was a ninja multitasker. The truth of the matter is, there's no way around this. When we are multitasking, we are not giving our full attention to either or all of the tasks that we're engaged in. Now, if it doesn't matter what you're doing, if, for example, you're watching TV and knitting, that's fine. You can both watch TV and knit. You don't need your full concentration potentially for both of those. However, let's say you're at work and you're managing something, or you're writing a report, and then you're answering the phone, and then someone's coming to the door. Each time you split your attention, you lose about 20% of your ability to focus to context switching. So if you've only got one thing, you can be totally focused in the moment. But once you've got two tasks going on at the same time, you've got about 40% of your available concentration and brain power for each task, and 20% is just lost. Add in a third task, and you're automatically losing 40% of what you have available. You're really decreasing the ability that you have to do what you're doing well. And that's why it can take you way longer to do something when you're multitasking. It doesn't seem that way. I know, it doesn't seem intuitive. We tend to think if I juggle all these things, I'll get them all done faster. But in truth, don't multitask unless it's two tasks that really don't matter. The final piece about making more time, and this may seem counterintuitive, but truly, the best way that you can make more time in your life is to actually take time to rest, recharge, and revitalize. I absolutely mean that. I cannot emphasize this enough. The thing is, if you think about it, you don't drive your car without refilling it with gas, right? Every certain number of miles, for me, I think it's about 350 miles, I need to refuel my car. If I don't, what happens? It stops working. So if you want to get more time in your day and time to do the things that really matter to you, you've got to include in your prioritization list some time for you to slow down, rest, and recharge. See you in the next one.